The purpose of this presentation is to share a vision for creating a healthy checkout pilot at Meijer. As a parent and someone who has struggled with weight, chronic disease, and cancer, I believe healthy checkouts can make a difference in promoting and supporting better health and food choices in our community. I'm also a Meijer customer who believes in Meijer's core values of meeting customer needs and exceeding expectations, of its flexibility in making improvements in order to stay ahead of competition, of strengthening the communities Meijer serves and treating every individual with dignity and respect, which, thanks to the wonderful Fred Meijer, is the cornerstone of Meijer's business philosophy. And most importantly, of Meijer's focus on innovation and accessibility to fresh food and to products and services that help Meijer customers lead healthier lives. It is because of these values, along with the information I will lay out, that over 1,500 Meijer shoppers and I are asking Meijer to create a healthy checkout aisle pilot. Please note that when referring to healthy checkouts throughout the presentation, I am referring to a pilot program. And when referring to ideas related to the state of Michigan, that it applies to all states in which Meijer does business. First of all, what is a healthy checkout aisle? Typically, it improves access to healthier options, reduces marketing and purchases of unhealthy options, and it's guided by nutrition standards. How will a healthy checkout aisle benefit Meijer? First, by giving Meijer a competitive edge with health-conscious consumers. Meijer understands that customers are looking for healthier options at the grocery store, and as a result has offered numerous in-store events and nutrition health tours to help customers navigate the store for healthier products. In fact, even Meijer believes that making more nutritious choices in the foods we eat is more important than ever before. Number 2, a healthy checkout will distinguish Meijer as a responsible retailer and improve customers' trust in the company, without reducing profits. A 2016 survey on consumer perceptions of checkout reflects that the majority of consumers believe that supermarkets put the interests of food companies above the interests of shoppers. A majority of customers think that supermarkets should do more to make it easier for people to eat healthfully. And a majority say that if stores offered healthy checkout lanes, it would improve their impression of that store. Healthier checkouts is a growing trend, and health-conscious consumers, like me, wonder why Meijer isn't doing more, especially when its competitors are. We want to see that Meijer puts our health and our children's health first when it comes to the products being offered at checkout. Number 3, healthy checkouts will increase sales and lower costs. In 2014, Lidl eliminated candy from all checkout lanes across their UK stores after finding that healthy pilot lanes received 20% more traffic than candy-filled aisles. Not long after, Tesco and Aldi also removed candy from their checkouts. At Harmon's Grocery in Utah, certain items saw an increase in sales after being moved to the healthy checkout aisle. According to data from Euromonitor International, the savory healthy snacks market is estimated to be almost $9 billion in the United States, having gained nearly 15% over the past 5 years. And the healthy sweet snacks market is worth almost $10.5 billion, rising more than 20% in the same period. Lastly, displaying fresh produce at checkout can help reduce loss as retailers lose money when fresh produce is not purchased and goes to waste. It's interesting to think about how Meijer's new Misfits initiative could play into this as well. How will a healthy checkout aisle benefit Meijer customers? First, by giving shoppers more of what they want. A majority of shoppers say checkouts are stocked with a lot of foods and beverages they don't want to buy. And more than 3/4 of people think soda and candy should be moved to the soda and candy aisles rather than being sold at checkout. 80% of adults said they prefer stores offer more healthy items at checkout. Again, Meijer knows customers are looking for healthier choices, as evidenced by the abundance of new, healthy, and organic products being placed on its shelves each week, but unfortunately not at checkout. Millennials especially are looking for minimally processed, locally grown or produced foods and drinks that have a short list of recognizable ingredients. And actually, research shows that customers in general want locally sourced products and are often willing to pay more. But the slotting fee system makes it nearly impossible for local companies to stock their products at checkout. This presents an innovative opportunity for Meijer to change the status quo, support small local companies, and community health, which is the next way in which healthy checkout aisles will benefit Meijer customers. T. Sullivan from Bath Township says, "Our family eats healthy and also has several food allergies, and there is almost nothing in the checkout lines that we can eat. Putting some baskets with fresh produce would definitely allow me a quick healthy snack for my family of 6. According to the same 2016 survey, half of adults purchased candy or soda at checkout recently. And the majority of shoppers who purchased a food or beverage item at checkout felt regret after doing so. Health equity should also be taken into account when we see that in the Consumer Perception Survey, Black respondents were more likely to report making impulse buys at checkout once a month or more than Latino or white respondents. And people earning less than $35,000 a year were more likely to say they make impulse buys once a month or more than those with incomes above $50,000. Is it possible that merchandising at checkout unfairly targets low-income and minority shoppers? 66% of shoppers are looking for ways to improve their health through the choices they make while grocery shopping. And 74% said their top health concern is managing or losing weight. Dee Vandersby from Troy, Michigan said, "This is extremely important. Being a big guy myself, it's difficult making a last-minute healthy decision at times, especially for my children who follow mom and dad to the grocery store and obviously want to grab a bag of chips on the way out." When you consider these statistics, along with the fact that checkout aisles are designed to encourage impulse buys, it's clear that this is one area of the store that could really make a difference in improving customer health. I'm especially grateful for Mr. Vandersby's comment, as it directly pinpoints one of the biggest challenges facing our communities. Obesity is one of the biggest health concerns in communities across the country, with about 70% of county officials ranking it as a leading problem where they live. Registered voters rated obesity as the top health concern in the country, with support spanning across party lines and regionally across the country. This is also true of those who signed the petition, in that there are supporters from both sides of the aisle. In Michigan, nearly $3 billion is spent in annual medical costs treating obese adults. Meijer has an opportunity to take further steps to be a part of the solution, especially when you consider that all 6 states in Meijer territory have an adult obesity rate of 30% and higher, with Kentucky being the 7th highest in the country, Michigan and Indiana at 10th, Illinois at 18th, Ohio at 19th, and Wisconsin at 23rd. Healthy checkouts aren't going to eliminate the obesity problem, but they can assist in making a healthy choice the easy choice and in shifting the mindset towards healthier eating habits. Especially when nearly 90% of food at checkout is unhealthy, and soda and sugar-sweetened beverages account for 2/3 of beverage choices. T. Rowley from Hudsonville says, "My 5-year-old nearly always tries to sneak candy onto the belt. I have struggled with obesity my whole life, and I'm doing my best to help her make healthy choices. It's hard enough without having a whole rack of it at her eye level. Please take this seriously, Meijer. I am a former employee and lifelong Meijer shopper. You can do better." Her comment speaks to the health and obesity issue, but also pinpoints the third way in which healthy checkouts can benefit Meijer customers, and that is by providing a supportive family shopping experience. 75% of shoppers said that it is hard for parents to shop with children at grocery stores because there is so much junk food. And 85% of parents surveyed agreed that food companies should reduce marketing of unhealthy food and drinks to children. 80% of parents said they would regularly use healthy checkout aisles if stores offered them. Parents can easily navigate the store, skipping the aisles they choose. But when arriving at checkout, Meijer has given them no other option than a wall of candy and adult magazines, even in the self-scan lanes. We know why Meijer puts it there, which is why customers like C. Dallas feel exasperated. She says the presence of junk food and gossip magazines in the long checkout aisles is disappointing, as it stares my very young children in the face. Add in my children's last attempts to get me to buy junky food, and it creates an exhausting and unnecessary ending to my shopping experience. Come on, Meijer, show us that you can do better. I'm aware that retailers are scrambling to provide lower prices, convenient services, and anything that will keep customers away from online competition. And providing a supportive family shopping experience is key to making in-store shopping more convenient, especially when Meijer shoppers have reported leaving their kids at home specifically to avoid conflict at checkout. This is unfortunate for families and for Meijer. It's great that Meijer has curbside and home delivery at some locations, and that the marketing for both is focused on Meijer's concern and support for families. However, not every store has these services, and not every Meijer customer can afford to pay the delivery fees. Also, there will always be a segment of customers who prefer to shop in-store, as well as all of us who still make those last-minute stops for forgotten items. We want to see that same level of care and support for families throughout the store, specifically at checkout. All parents deserve a convenient shopping experience. Retailers such as Harmon's and Northgate Gonzalez Market have taken all of these factors into account. They understand what customers want, they're supporting customer health, and they're providing a family-friendly experience at checkout. I'm going to show you a short video of their healthy checkouts. And while you're watching, just imagine what Meijer could do with its healthy checkout marketing. This is a tremendous marketing opportunity to be one of the first national U.S. grocers to roll out a chain-wide healthy checkout aisle.
My name is Miguel Gonzalez Reynoso, and I'm a co-owner and co-president of Northgate Gonzalez Markets.
My name is Bob Harmon. I'm a co-owner and vice president for the customer.
As we look at our customers, it's obvious that diseases such as diabetes, heart disease are impacting the communities that we're working in.
A lot of the parents complained that a lot of the purchases are prompted by kids that are crying and begging for the things around them. A lot of what's in the aisles is high-calorie, sugar, low-nutrient foods that are marketed to children.
People are looking for choice of different foods. They want to eat healthy, but they also want flavor. They also want uniqueness.
I really want to see the customer that they have an ally related to healthy, that we can provide what they need to have a healthier life.
And so one of the ways to bring healthy alternatives is to do something like a healthy checkout.
So when we decided to really get serious about the healthy check lane opportunity, we realized we had the expertise of our dietitians who could really get the right items and help us really coordinate and plan to have something that was going to be unique and special within these check lanes.
It's really the perfect place to help people make those healthy food choices.
The goal of Northgate really is to serve the customer, and it's an authentic Mexican market with Hispanic products. It's offering something that wasn't available maybe to our customers before.
It's a responsibility that we have with the community to give them an option. They want to eat healthier, we got it.
The number one item that we sell in our healthy check lane was our dietitian's choice selected items.
They're items that are lower in saturated fat, added sugar, and sodium, and they're items that emphasize fruits and vegetables and whole grains and healthy fats. We have self-care products like lip balm and toothbrushes and toothpicks, which are really popular.
When you have the community in your side, then that means more sales.
The healthy check lanes are doing exceptionally well. The vendors and producers of these products are seeing the lift and how much that's impacting sales. So now it's a destination they want to be in. So now those purveyors of good healthy foods want space. So what it's done is it's taken and replaced these dollars with these dollars. So we started off with 2 healthy check lanes, and now we have 32.
We started with about 5 checkouts. We did about 15 up until now. And so we're looking to expand that by the end of the year to about 20, 25 stores.
When many people do it and everybody does his part, it's going to develop into healthier kids, healthier community, and we're going to have customers for longer time. So we all want that.
This is just an example of what is happening around the country and abroad. I mentioned Tesco earlier, which I was surprised to learn adopted candy-free checkouts in its larger stores in '94 and in all checkouts in Britain and Ireland in 2014, after it surveyed its own customers and found that 65% of shoppers wanted candy removed from checkouts to help them make healthier choices when shopping. And 67% of shoppers said it would help them choose healthier options for their children. And best of all, Philip Clark said, "We all know how easy it is to be tempted by sugary snacks at the checkout, and we want to help our customers lead healthier lives." I also mentioned Lidl, which is preparing to open as many as 600 stores in the U.S., and which Business Insider recently referred to as a German grocery chain with the power to cripple Aldi, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's. It is admirable that Lidl removed candy from checkout in all its British stores after surveying parents and finding that 68% said they were pestered for sugary treats while waiting in line. And again, acknowledging the issue. And then there's Aldi, which after a 16-week trial in 2014 introduced healthier checkouts in its UK stores and announced in 2015 its commitment to candy-free checkout lanes in its US stores, with their CEO saying, "We are doing our part to remove temptation at checkout, and we're responding with guilt-free checkout zones and increased food options they can feel good about." And CVS in 2017 announced its commitment to ensuring that 25% of the products sold at checkout are healthy. Spin or not, at least these companies are acknowledging the problem and taking action. At the local and regional level, I was inspired to learn that dozens more retailers have created one or multiple healthy checkout aisles per store. In response to customers' increased concerns about health, Rayleigh's implemented family-friendly lanes with free fruit baskets for kids, and Coburn's designated healthy check lanes at all of their 29 locations. I also learned that Target launched a Better For You pilot a few years ago in 30 stores, and that today that pilot has expanded to 300. And Hy-Vee has expanded its healthy checkout aisles to 100 stores. It is also commendable that in some states, retailers, advocacy organizations, and public health departments are collaborating to create a culture of health in order to prevent chronic diseases and to reduce and prevent childhood obesity. And it is definitely worth noting that the Live Well checkout lanes at 43 Associated Food stores in Utah saw a 49% increase in sales of healthy items during the first 3 months the lanes were open. Honestly, when I see all these retailers, big and small, finding success with their versions of healthy checkout and opening additional aisles as a result, I can't help but wonder why Meijer feels it can't do the same or better. What makes Meijer different? I was told Meijer is already testing healthy products at checkout in some stores, and I was excited to recently see a few healthier items in 2 of the aisles at my store. However, Meijer customers know that Meijer can do better. First, there is no evidence of nutrition standards being implemented. Second, the selection of products lacks sensitivity to and options for those with gluten and nut and peanut allergies. Third, there is no fresh, unprocessed food. And fourth, there is no labeling, signage, or promotion of healthier food choices. All of these issues factor in when trying to accurately gauge the success of healthier products at checkout. So I'm proposing that instead of offering or testing a few random products here and there, Meijer test a well-marketed, healthy checkout aisle that provides shoppers with a final key element that these images lack. And that is an experience. Meijer's healthy checkout aisle will provide shoppers with a unique and memorable Meijer experience of shopping in a checkout that is dedicated to supporting customer health with products that meet nutrition standards and a variety of dietary needs. Customer and family friendly by supporting Meijer's values of dignity and respect for all, and by promoting education and reading for kids. Community friendly by supporting local businesses. And earth friendly by promoting organic and sustainable products. And now to my favorite part. First, I can't tell you how excited I was to see this sign at my Meijer store a few weeks ago, as this is exactly the kind of messaging Meijer should promote in checkout. And it's the perfect segue into a healthy checkout of the same name. I would like to see Meijer tie their healthy checkout to the More for a Healthier You messaging of nutritious food, fitness, and overall wellness, which is prevalent on the website, in Meijer's social media, and related to all the other signage customers see throughout the store. Second, follow a strict set of nutrition standards, as this is the most important component of a healthy checkout. The higher standards the better when marketing to health-conscious consumers. As we've seen, some retailers have developed dietitian's choice criteria for items at checkout. Meijer can do the same and better. Meijer's Healthy Living Advisors and registered dietitians should be involved in product selection for checkout by using the True Goodness standards as a starting point. Meijer states that the goal of True Goodness is to help customers make educated choices about the food we buy, as it understands the difficulty we face in navigating the store for healthy products. Healthy Checkout gives Meijer the perfect opportunity and our undivided attention to educate shoppers on nutrition and healthy eating. Think of Healthy Checkout as more than just an aisle. It will be a destination for those who want Meijer's best and most nutritious products, which have been given the dietitian's stamp of approval and follow the True Goodness nutrition guidelines. Additional nutrition standards to consider are the National Alliance for Nutrition and Activity Model Nutrition Standards for Checkout, the State of Michigan Smart Snacks and School Standards, the USDA Smart Snack Standards, and the Alabama Good Choice Standards. At 14 feet and growing, Meijer has the longest checkout aisles around. If they have to be this long, the layout is incredibly important when creating family-friendly and customer convenience. On the register side of the aisle, there could be a cold case with cut fruits and vegetables, water, vegetable and fruit juice, milk, yogurt cups, hummus, cheese sticks, and ready-made salads and sandwiches. The produce section could have ready-washed fruits and vegetables including a free 25-cent or pay-as-you-can fruit basket. Food King in Texas offers WIC-approved fruit and vegetable bundles. If Meijer did the same, it could support Michigan WIC participants who are only spending 70% of their allotted fruits and vegetable amount. The dried snack section could have low sodium and low fat options such as whole grain chips, crackers, and pretzels, tuna pouches, seeds, dried fruits and vegetables, and low sugar granola bars. And the peanut and tree nut section would be up and away from little hands. For parents and kids with life-threatening airborne peanut and tree nut allergies, trips through checkout are especially stressful. If it's necessary to have bag nuts at checkout, putting them in a space that is labeled and inaccessible to infants and toddlers is something that deserves serious consideration. There will be customers that use healthy checkout solely for this convenience. On the other side of the aisle is the gift and last-minute item section, as well as the book and magazine sections, which will promote education and reading for all ages. Let's start with the magazine section. Offer a Healthier You publication with dietary recommendations, recipes, and articles on nutrition, fitness, and mental health. This is also the perfect place for Meijer to toot its own horn and highlight its education programs, Meijer's community partnerships, the Meijer Foundation and Corporate Giving Program, and its hunger, disaster relief, and sustainability efforts. Meijer customers are also smarter and more diverse than current checkouts give us credit for. So shift the offered reading material to highly rated, award-winning magazines for adults and children that are educational, focused on healthy living, and that inspire dignity, respect, body positivity, and self-esteem. All of which are things Meijer's health experts are talking about on the Healthier You website and in promotion of the Style for Everybody campaign. I also really like the idea of including kids' art and gardening magazines, as Fred and Lena were and are enthusiasts of both. Lastly, Meijer needs to consider setting higher standards for its reading material in a healthy checkout. Because what parents and health-conscious customers don't want to see in a healthy checkout are fat-shaming magazines that lead to poor body image, eating disorders, and low self-esteem. Instead of promoting dignity and respect and supporting physical and mental health, these magazines criticize others on looks, supposed flaws, weighing too much or too little, sexual orientation, illness, or just plain gossip. Nor is it inspiring to see magazines touting quick weight loss programs, quote-unquote health magazines where looking sexy and thin is equated with being healthy, or teen magazines with similar undertones. But above all, this is what parents and grandparents don't want to see while standing in line with their kids at Meijer. These were all taken from magazine covers featured in Meijer's checkout aisles. I know Meijer has tried blinders, but the fact is they aren't working. S. Thompson from East Lansing says, I'm always trying to distract my children from being sucked into reading all of the negative and ridiculous headlines on the magazines at checkout. Why can't the impulse buy area be filled with healthy, positive items? Come on, Meijer, we already love you. This would be amazing. And S. Norman from Port Sanilac says, I'm a mother of 7 and this is always a constant battle at the checkouts. Sometimes I'll turn the magazines around just so my kids don't have to be looking at trash. Concerned parents everywhere would go out of their way to shop at Meijer if we knew your checkouts were the healthiest around. Having one aisle out of 30 that is free of this type of material is essential to truly meeting the needs of Meijer's diverse customer base, of which families and children are a part. So this is where Meijer can raise the bar even further and stand well above the competition. The 2017 M-STEP results revealed that Michigan's elementary and middle school student scores in reading and writing have declined. This is one way Meijer could really benefit the community by offering books that promote education and reading for kids of all ages. For example, board books with store copies that kids could actually handle, picture books and We Both Read books, middle school series and young adult books, and books in different languages where applicable. Meijer could partner with local reading programs such as Michigan Reads One Book, One State children's book program or the Michigan Reading Association. It could connect these books to Meijer's education and reading programs with local schools and Books for Bikes. And it could also schedule special in-store events with local authors. These educational, age-appropriate books and magazines will provide kids 5 to 10 minutes of extra reading each week, time that quickly adds up over the course of a year or years. Families will be able to read together, and kids will be able to read while parents check out. It will turn an otherwise dreadful, stressful, and exhausting wait into a supportive and educational experience that parents and kids will look forward to. And I guarantee that parents and grandparents are going to buy books, spending $5 or more on a book instead of $1 for a piece of candy. Books also make the perfect last-minute gift for the numerous birthday parties parents and kids attend each year. Which brings us to the last section. Checkout is a place where retailers can directly appeal to the needs of health-conscious customers and families. And yet most retailers are doing exactly the opposite. As one of my friends, a mother and Meijer customer, said to me, "I just put my head down when I get to checkout." So this is yet another opportunity for Meijer to raise the bar. Why not change the color or material of the backdrop? Maybe something similar to that used in the More for a Healthier You marketing. And then stock it with earth-friendly, sustainable products and Michigan-made products at various price points that customers need, want, and can gift to others. This will help create a space where customers feel at ease, renewed, supported, and even pampered. If done well, there will be Meijer customers who look forward to this part of the shopping experience, and they'll leave with a positive, lasting impression of Meijer. I will also add that a bonus for these aisles would be having cashiers who are great with children. And last but not least, each section in Meijer's Healthy Checkout could support local businesses. Meijer is known for being an innovative company, which is why I am confident that it can address the slotting fee issue in order to support a variety of new, smaller, and local companies. It could highlight a new product or company each month and include a story that engages customers. Customers will truly appreciate this effort and will take advantage of the opportunity to support their local economy. I am grateful for my local Meijer store, its employees, and for all Meijer has done for our communities. And I believe that Healthy Checkouts will further elevate Meijer to being the best that it can be. So I am asking Meijer to commit to creating a Healthy Checkout Aisle pilot program, and I'm eager to help in any way that I can. I'll follow up with you to see if you have any questions and to inquire if Meijer has plans of moving forward with a pilot. In the meantime, I plan to continue advocating for Healthy Checkouts as a member of the Healthy Checkout Subcommittee through Center for Science in the Public Interest, and as a member of the Healthy Lifestyles Committee through the Capital Area Health Alliance, both of which have endorsed my initiative along with the Ingham County Health Department. I have also given presentations to the Michigan Local Food Council Network and to Healthy Kids, Healthy Michigan, of which Meijer is a member. And I'm happy to say that food marketing and healthy check lanes have been added to Healthy Kids, Healthy Michigan's list of interest areas for 2018. Thank you so much for your time and for all that Meijer does.